If you're new here, please subscribe, click the notification bell, share everywhere. If you're returning, welcome home. Owen Supreme in the house. Thank you for being a channel member. Thank you for being first in the building. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And also welcome to everybody else who can't really type right now, because right now it is for members only. All right, so let's get into these theories. This is back when Boyd and Abby first came into Fromville. Boyd first got the boat key. He was all excited and happy. I'd be happy too if you gave me a boat key. He was complaining about it. Complaining about the boat key. It was a good moment until they saw the tree. So behind Boyd's vehicle that they were all in, if you notice, there is a Rendez-Move cargo trailer. So in my opinion, this suggests that they weren't moving, but they probably rented the cargo trailer to haul some stuff, maybe on like a vacation. Because if they were moving, they'd have more stuff than that, including the boat that Abby just bought. So the Rendez-Move cargo trailer that Boyd and company came into town with, it eventually became the box. It became the box. And in this theory, I'm thinking that Rendez-Move, the reason why we see stuff in Fromville that's on the calendar, that's in the sheriff station that was a post office at one point, and why we see the Rendez-Move on Henry's computer when Tabitha pulls it up and it says the Matthews are missing, is that Rendez-Move is a part of a company that lures people into From. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe season 4 or season 5, they all talk about what they were doing on the outside world. And besides the people in the bus, that a lot of people were given some type of travel package from Rendez-Move, or they used Rendez-Move to move, and Rendez-Move gave them an offer they couldn't refuse. It was really, really cheap. And that may be how a company that I'm saying in this theory possibly was able to orchestrate Boyd and a lot of people coming into town, because Rendez-Move knew about their route, whether it was a vacation route or moving route. It seemed like everybody except for like Father Kotri and maybe even Sarah and a couple of other people, they were taking some type of vacation or maybe even relocating, and then boom, they're in the Fromville. So Rendez-Move, easy moving solutions, but also involved with vacation stuff. And I'm going to show you the billboard sign as to why I think that it also involves vacation, as in like a vacation trap. So if you remember watching a stream that I did about Tabitha and Victor navigating the caves, and Tabitha found a briefcase after Victor shined the light on it. So it's kind of a blink and you miss it moment, but on the case, there are stickers, and you have to kind of really watch the episode to be able to see it clearly. I can't do any justice as far as showing you through an infographic, but one of the stickers on the front of the case is equivalent to the sign that's beside Father Kotri. So as Father Kotri during season 1 is walking to Boyd when Boyd first got Alma the goat, and we don't even know who named Alma the goat. We just know that Boyd found the goat during the flashback that they showed us, and then Sarah introduced Alma the goat to Ethan. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Nathan named Alma the goat. I kind of was thinking that maybe the voices told Sarah that Alma is called Alma the goat. Who knows? That's a stretch. It's a yoga stretch on that. But as Father Kotri is walking towards the edge of town where Sarah's house is located, right when you first drive into town, he meets with Boyd. Boyd shows him the goat, and that's where the sign is, right in there. The red arrow kind of shows you that as you go into town, the route you're taking, you're going into town, you pass Sarah's house, you also pass the getaway sign, you go into town, you go through the street in front of the Matthews and the post office, and then you go out where the barn is, and then you take a loop on a continuous circle until you finally stop. So Father Khatri is walking. The getaway sign is right there. And that getaway sign is also on the briefcase that Tabitha found, which is why I believe in this theory that the Rendez-Move may be a part of a larger company that also deals with vacation packages, lures people into town under the guise of a getaway or under the guise of moving, and traps them in the town. And I think the reason why they would have this getaway package to trap people in town and why people would have stickers on the briefcase is because it's all part of like maybe a global scheme to get people into town, trap them there, and then do experimentation. But I think equivalent to how a company, government organization, or at least a part of it, was experimenting on the town, somewhat like Stranger Things with the Hawkins National Laboratory that was studying the upside down, and they were trying to perform experiments and different things. I think eventually either company or government part of that company, maybe they lost funding or they no longer experiment, because out of 3 seasons, we don't really see anyone besides the residents in town or the residents in Colony House. And unless those people are trapped here after conducting experiments, or maybe they allow themselves to be trapped, or maybe they know how to move in and out of Fromville as far as the township, and they're kind of conducting an experiment like that. But I do think that people are being trapped in Fromville on purpose, not just by Fromville, but by some type of organization. And that's the reason why the briefcase that Tabitha found, or Tabitha and Victor, the briefcase that Tabitha found that had the gown in it that was equivalent to what the ghoulish children were wearing, the female ones, that kind of gown, the silk gown. That's the reason why that silk gown was in the suitcase, and why the sticker on the outside of the suitcase matches the getaway billboard that's to the left of Sarah's house if you're facing Colony House. I just find that kind of a coincidence to have the getaway right there and then have the same sticker on the suitcase that had the silk gown in it for females. And I still believe that people were coming into town to sacrifice teddy bears, and it became a thing that people were going into town, maybe experimenting with energy, experimenting with forces in from, and maybe things got out of hand. Let's just say the getaway package that was trapping people, that may have been a part of the getaway package, may have been what made the town tourist attractions to begin with. Let's say the original townspeople, they all were performers. They were part of a performance that was in Fromville, in the township, before they sacrificed their teddy bears and became creatures. They were part of a performance. The costumes that they wear are a part of their performance. And the night that they did the ritual or the sacrifice, they were wearing their attire associated with their performance. And that's why they continue to wear it. And that's why they look like mid-century archetype people, because they were performers. That would make a lot of sense as to they get you to come into town under a getaway package. They have a motel there. They entertain you with the cowboy star, with the cheerleader. They're going through a type of performance. And then at the end of the performance, they're sacrificing people. And then they needed to maybe sacrifice enough people to be able to get to the point where they could sacrifice their teddy bears and have everlasting life. If the show goes that route, I think it would make sense as to why they look like mid-century archetype characters, and why you got the getaway there, plus the sticker on the briefcase. That'd be the reason why you have this big mansion that's Colony House, and you have everything associated with a town that centers around tourism, especially when you have a mine that's now abandoned. And that mine is a part of the ruins, because I believe that the township used to be a mining town, but the mine got decommissioned and the town had to do something to keep itself thriving. And I think that performing for people was a part of that before they sacrificed their teddy bears and became creatures. So I know that's a stretch. It's a mouthful. It's a yoga stretch. You got people in the mid-century attire and not more modern, since it wouldn't really make sense that Tabitha's got the years on the lighthouse that go all the way back to the 1500s. And if the creatures were created back then, if they're keeping their same clothes, they would look more from the 1500s as opposed to the mid-century. So hopefully the writers and the director and even the creators of From address that season 4 or at least season 5. They kind of give us more backstory to the town, because a lot of stuff doesn't make sense, and it is possible that they may leave it unanswered. So yeah, Rendez-Move, easy moving solutions combined with vacation packages. And that's why we got a lot of Rendez-Move stuff in the sheriff station that they converted from a post office. Please subscribe, click the bell, ding the dong, bing the bong, all that great stuff. Share everywhere, including your YouTube community tab. Please and thank you. And also, if you want to donate, you could donate through Super Thanks. That is located where the subscribe button is. And also you could donate with Cash App. That is $Spade Parkland. And also you could join the channel membership by clicking the join button near the subscribe button. I do weekly live streams for channel members. So join that if you want to be a part of the channel member live stream. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section your thoughts. Thumbs up the video, share to your social media, subscribe, click notification bell. Thanks for watching. Go forth, do great things, and I'm out. Peace.